So to answer your question, I can say yes and partially yes at the same time, but there are certain things or there are certain realities that mathematics can explain, but the other ones, of course, mathematics can try to explain.
Yeah, it is very nice because you take the example of computer.
Yeah.
Nowadays, computer, the informatics is very special for us. It is very necessary for our world. Without mathematics, we can't talk about informatics. You are right. But I don't understand something about the emotional point. How mathematics can explain emotion. Greetings, people. Welcome to the Intellectual Corner TV. Today I have some honor to receive Mr. Felix. Mr. Felix, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very fine. Thanks be to God. Mr. Felix is a student in mathematics in Abderrahmane Mira University. And today we're going to talk about some very scientific subject. Does mathematics discover reality or invent it? Mr. Felix, if I ask you this question, you like a student in mathematics, what can be your opinion?
Well, that's a good question, Mr. Pet.
Thank you.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me here. I'm so grateful
It is my pleasure.
be around. Thank you. Well, when looking at this topic, first of all, the reality, since it has a lot of factors, you can explain it. You can explain it mathematically. But then you need to take into considerations there are things that mathematics can explain. For example, emotions. For example, for example, you can determine how sad you are. You can determine how miserable your life is with mathematics. But in terms of other things, certain realities, for example, like maybe when it comes to computers, when it comes to like other stuffs, we can explain them mathematically. For example, computers, they are made up of programming. Like in terms of programming, you can explain the computer in terms of programming. Like for example, we are going to talk about codes. We can talk about codes. We can talk about a lot of things. So to answer your question, I can say yes and partially yes at the same time, but there are certain things or there are certain realities that mathematics can explain, but the other ones, of course, mathematics can try to explain.
Yeah, it is very nice because you take the example of computer. Nowadays, computer, the informatics is very special for us. It is very necessary for our world. Without mathematics, we can't talk about informatics. You are right. But I don't understand something about the emotional point. How mathematics can explain emotion?
Well, because mathematics is numbers, right?
Numbers,
Now we are talking in terms of numbers.
Numbers,
There hasn't been a scientist or someone that came with a theory, with a theory like, okay, right now, in order to calculate, we can try to calculate how sad you are, or like we can try to analyze the situation. Let's say, for example, someone from your family has died. We can't put into numbers how sad you are. We can't tell mathematically how sad you are, or like how the situation has affected you. We can use probability. We can use probability.
To calculate the degree of sadness or the degree of emotion.
We can try to use probability, but even though we're going to use this probability, it doesn't reflect the true reality of the situation.
One part.
We are taking some other part. Like it means we have left some parts out of the consideration. We haven't considered some parts.
But
we can just try and say, okay, this guy was 80%, Patrice was 80% sad, but we can't really know if it's reality. It's the truth.
I agree with you because there is not some very special truth. It is one part. Mathematics can try to explain. It is the reality of all things of our world. Absolutely is not. There is not absolutely. It is one part and another part. It is mysterious. Thank you so much, Mr. Felix. This exchange is very wonderful. We learn many things. Especially, personally, I learn a lot of things about mathematics, emotional point. This is my first time to listen to this. Thank you. let us thank also our dear followers for following. We are waiting for your opinions about this subject. Does mathematics discover reality or invent it? Thank you so much. See you later.